coming
My
in her
pleasure.
place, representing Easter Seals. I just think it's appropriate, since this issue of accessibility has been such a long time in coming, years and years and years, to take a moment and to thank the folks who brought it to the forefront, who got it addressed. I want to thank Ms. Rinaldi, acting president of Metro North, for coming here today and for making this happen. It was a week and a half ago or so, I think I spoke to Susan Metzger, who's been really, really accessible and very, very helpful and patient. And I thank you, and a great advocate for us. And I think it was about a week and a half ago, I said, boy, we've been at this since December. I'd love to hear from Ms. Rinaldi, and boy, do you make an entrance. So thank you for coming. I'd like to thank Senator Bonasek for once again delivering the means by which we're going to have accessibility here. You did it back in 2009. You're doing it again now. Yeah, we have to say thank you for doing that. Okay. I also want to thank Carl Bravenek and Congressman Maloney. They have also been involved with helping this. Sometimes it's not the last hand that touches the ball and puts it in the net, but it's a team effort to help to get the things done. Thank you, Stan Siegel, for pushing for this. A year ago, getting that letter from the then president of the MTA that we used as part of our rationale for why this still needed to be addressed and still needed to be done. So that was really, really important. And I want to thank everybody that came out in December when it was about like this, and the fewer but no less robust and dedicated people that came out January 7th when it was 10 degrees and stood here and it's just to bring attention to Hank Rose, to Carl, to Ken Bauman, to Jessica with the Gazette, because they helped bring attention in the community to this, and without them to do that, we'd have been standing here with nobody, really hearing us. Okay, so I want to thank you, and I wanted to thank, and I wanted to point out, because there's been a lot of talk about how this came about, and I read something today, an email that I got from Zach Pierce, who I believe is the leader of the Interfaith Council here in Port Jervis. And this is an email he sent out to his membership, and he said, and I think it's important because it reflects what in Patty Bauman, Baughman, and my mind when we started this back in December. Bouncing off of efforts that have been going on for years. It says, good morning all. As you know, the local faith community, through dedicated work of two of its members, Peter Tomasi and Patty Baughman, recently renewed focus and prayer on the long-standing issue of equal access to the train system in Port Jervis. And Councilman, Senator, not only were folks with disabilities unable to get on the train, but seniors were unable to get on the train. Families with small children, all the people that are looking to move here to Port Jervis or come to visit in Port Jervis. I got a mom down in Harriman who wants to come to Port Jervis and needs to come on the train and can't. So it's really a cross-section of the community. For those who were elderly or disabled, across to the train system meant calling ahead to schedule a bus to take them to Middletown train station. While this was technically in compliance under the law from any practical perspective, it meant that people were not treated equally when accessing the train system. In addition, it meant that people who wanted to travel to Port Jervis to visit friends or relatives were not able to do so if they were unable to climb down off the train. Although through Peter and Patty's work in bringing together various stakeholders in faith community and throughout government and citizenry, some of whom have worked on this issue prior, it appears that MTA will announce a plan at 3 p.m. today to finally make Port Jervis train station handicap accessible. We give thanks for God's guidance through remembering the words of the prophet Micah 6:8. He has told you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you to do but justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. If you're, regardless of why you think a person sees something that needs to be done and is motivated to do it, it was Patty and I's thinking from the very beginning that this would be a reminder to everybody in the community. If you see something that needs to be addressed, get up, go address it, and people will join you, okay? Don't look for your elected officials to do everything for you. Reach out to them, ask for their assistance, they're there to help you. Other members of the community are there to help you, but it takes the entire community to address something like this. And we did this in 4 months. 4
Hear,
months.
hear.
Thank you all for making this possible. We're entirely grateful.
Peter, how many people are in Access for All in the group?
As many people who are standing on the train station right now.
Dozens.
I counted about 40 people out here.
Yes.
So I counted